Hiya, Craig. So, I have I have reset the router completely. Off, left it off for a minute, rebooted it, everything in the house went off. We're now back on. I went and changed my router connection on the PlayStation. It was wired. It's now wireless. Okay? So, so Alan, who's the big predicament, says no buzzing. Tugboat says slightly humming. I think we've got to allow a bit of what you guys are doing as well, I think. I mean, we're not trying to... I'll put it this way, and I think we're in danger of... Okay, so it's buzzing. So there we go, guys. I'm on this. I'm on a wireless connection. I've reset the router. I'm on the best headset. So why even is the best headset buzzing? So now I want you to all understand what fucking problem I've got, and I want to know how to fix it. Because this is bullshit. It really is bullshit. I mean, I'll tell you what I will do just for a second, because I think you'll get the good test. I'm going to plug this other headset in that really does buzz. We know that, okay? So 1 second. I will actually say, by the way, these headphones are fucking unbelievable sound. So whether I use these for chat or not, I will be using them for gameplay, because the sound of them is truly fucking spectacular. One of the best I've ever heard, and I can't believe they were sat in my cupboard. So there we are, guys. We now have the expensive fucking headphones plugged into... Right, I will also say this, by the way. I never used to have this problem, don't forget, guys. I used to stream a lot beforehand, and I've done videos and stuff. Never used to have this problem. Right, and this is my point. This should not be doing this. This is an expensive gaming headset, okay? And this is my point I'm trying to make to you guys. What is causing it? What's the problem? I will just add this before anybody states it. Yeah, I think this is the quality of the mic, to be honest. Sorry for the buzz of the thing. I'm just grabbing the mic, so bear with. So what I'm saying is this about the internet connection as well. Get my money back on what? That's the point, Craig. Because I've had all this set up so long, it's not brand new stuff that's breaking. Do you know what I mean? This expensive headset I've had over 2 years. I had these at the old house. I was sent them for review ages ago. The cheap headset I bought probably a year ago when I first moved in here. So it's nothing like that. But I will say also, my internet connection wireless was 40 meg download, 10 meg upload. You see, so how can we... You see, this is another theory. How can Aj be saying that this sounds fine, but you guys are saying it's not? Tell you what we could try. Should we try this theory? We might as well try everything if you guys don't fucking mind pissing about. How's about I stop the stream and jump to Twitch? And you guys just come and join me on Twitch. Let's test that theory. How do we know it's not the PlayStation trying to connect to YouTube and it's that connection? I don't think it is. But we could try Twitch. But it don't make sense. It really doesn't. You see, where it all doesn't make sense, and if you... I mean, put yourself in my position of trying to... Put yourself in my position of trying to sort this out. Now, you'd have theories of saying, let's pretend this was my only controller. You'd say, oh, Toz, your controller's fucked. If it was my only headset, you'd say, oh, Toz, your headphones are fucked. So then you'd try another set of headphones. Now, in theory, these fucking headphones are fine, but these are not. However, I've had 4 headsets this week. This headset's perfectly fine. All the other 4 are fucking not. However, So it could be a controller toss. No, it's not. I've got another controller to test. So wait on, we'll try another controller. So I get the controller that costs us 80 fucking quid. And again, the cheapo works fucking fine. The 4 other headsets don't. So I now want you to put yourself in my position. I know that Alan wouldn't jig me about. Anyway, he's the one person I would trust in this room more than anything. But what I'm saying is my predicament. I have got headsets to try. I have got fucking... Here we are. Look, Eric, you sound great to me. I'm watching you here at the Pentagon in the US. Go away. You make me laugh, guy. Don't do Twitch. YouTube is the go. No, we know that. I'm just stating it as a test. But I want you to put you in my position. I've got 2 controllers to try. I've got 2 comparable headsets to try. But we have a fucking problem. I'm getting crackling really badly. But some, like Eric, I'll tell you what, I'll talk to you, Eric, because you're in America. You're probably one of the best people to ask at the minute. You're on a really, you're farther than anybody probably in this room. So if you've just jumped into the room, Eric, I don't know if you what we're doing. I'm testing headsets, mate, because you may have heard a couple of my streams in this last week. I've been testing headsets because my cheapo set, my go-to, the wire's nearly breaking. So I've been looking for a new set ready to stream. But this week alone, I've returned 3 headsets because every time I've plugged them, and I've been using the Nikon. Every time I've used another new headset, it's all come back as crackling. And I know what it sounds like because I go and test it in the chat when I write a message. I record a message, I listen to it back, and it's right. With the crappy headset, it's great. So then, when I try the good ones in, or the 3 replacements in the Nikon, it's really bad. It crackles and it's unbearable. So I'm basically just sat in this room this evening and everybody's throwing ideas. What is causing this? Because the bottom line of both, and I think we can allow for nuances, and by that I mean the nuances of mic quality and the nuances of controller. So you just put them aside. The bottom line of all this argument is the cheap set works 100% in theory on both controllers. That's a go. We'll all agree to that, okay? But any of the others I've been testing, yeah, don't. Okay, there might be a slight buzzing in this one you're hearing now. Ah, right. Thanks for verifying that, Tugboat. I do agree. What I've been going on myself is like the first time I noticed it was I bought a cheap headset at the beginning of this week, and I actually sent a message to somebody with it naturally as a test because I put the old ones away. I got this new set on, went into a message somebody sent me, and I spoke a message. And as soon as I clicked, 'cause I always listen to my messages back, and when I click listen, I'm sat there thinking, shit, what's wrong with that? It was really fucking crackly and really loud. So I thought, okay, that's a bit weird. And that kind of started it all off strangely, trying to figure out what this problem is. I mean, just to verify, by the way, something. So you're saying it's fine now. So I'm on the expensive set with the nuance of the quality of the microphone obviously being slightly different. So you don't hear any crackling or buzzing. Ah, right. So you're at work as well. I mean, shouldn't you be doing proper serious jobs at work, Eric? Don't let me distract you from arresting the bad folks. But I just don't know what to say. I really don't. But if most of you guys right now are saying this is fine, this is the good headset on the DualShock. I will just add, my Nikon is still plugged into the PlayStation, by the way, waiting on crime to happen. Are you in a very crime? Well, I say that with bated breath because I don't want to sound too English, but isn't America full of crime? And I don't mean that. I mean that as a joke. But are you in a big crime area? Are you a desk jockey or are you on the road, man? I'd love to sit and have a chat with you about it. So you say unplug that now from my PlayStation. Bear with. If this cures it, that's going back. Sorry, Alan. I'm going to stay quiet, heading to bed. So you're saying you're still getting crackling then, Alan? Because nobody else is, mate. Anyway, let me just go and unplug this. So I'm now unplugging. That's the Nacon unplugged completely out of the PlayStation. Has that made a visible difference? Because if it has, I think we've answered the question. I think if that powered cable into the Nacon, that could be the problem all along. I'm still getting crackling, but I do have shit internet. If you're getting any crackling at all, Tugboat, it'll be my end, mate, because that's what we're trying to fix, and I'm well aware this kind of noise. Eric's a policeman in America. That's all we'll say right now. He probably doesn't want to disclose anymore. But is there any noticeable difference having removed that power thing? No difference, so you're still getting the same kind of what you was getting. How would you... before you head off to bed, Alan, I'll ask you one question, mate, before you go. When you say it's crackling, I mean, I am aware of what the difference of the two headsets are when I send a message, okay? So if I was now sat sending messages, if I sent one with this new headset, I would get a crackling that me personally would say that is fucking unbearable. It's really loud, but don't forget, it's coming back in the same headphones I'm recording in. But I would say it is like really fucking loud. So then when I plug the cheapos in to record the same message, when I play that back, that is virtually fucking absolutely what you'd expect. Like perfection, no background noise, no crackling of any type. So that's the kind of what set the whole ball rolling. So what I'm saying to you, Alan, before you just go, is the crackling you're getting now really unbearably loud to you? And you've got to say this, guys. We all know, you know, when we're talking about this, you know that you listen out for it even more. I'll stop talking about it in a minute. Clearly something is not right. The cheap one is much better, but it's crystal clear on your Nacon. Yeah, and that's, you see, that answer there, Alan, kind of sums the whole fucking predicament up, don't it? So you now, say it was in your position, you know that that Nacon with the cheap headset is how it should be. The system should be perfect, silent in the background, which it is. So, the point is, why am I getting the difference when I try other headsets? And this is kind of taking us back to square one of when I started this. Okay. So I'm kind of now starting where I started at the beginning. And don't forget, I've tried 4 headsets this week, other than the one that works, okay? So I've tried this one that's 80 quid, top range. I've tried a £10 one, I've tried a £15 one, and I've tried a £25 one. So I've kind of gone across the board all week. However, bottom line, the original works fine. Every one of the others has the crackling. So that is the kind of question I'm trying to get at to you guys. Why is that happening? And that's the whole thing of this argument. I don't understand what it is. Why is that happening? Because if there was a problem with the controller, they'd all buzz, they'd all crackle. If there was no, you know what I mean? If there was a problem, they'd all crackle, and if there was no problem, they'd all be silent. It doesn't make sense that out of 5 headsets that I've tried this week, 4 of them don't, but the old one does. It just, go on, put yourself in my shoes. Your streams have been crystal clear for me. Till last week when there was a crazy hum on the stream, I thought it was my headset. You see, and there's nothing I've changed locally either. PlayStation's in the same place. It's the same equipment, it's the same cables. I have no fucking idea. And this is the kind of reason I'm trying to, I was trying to ask for your guys' help, and I want to put you in my predicament. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, now, if I swap now, I'm guessing it would go pretty half decent because for some reason, this silly cheap fucking headset is the best one I've got. You see, my theory of all starting this and coming on to ask you, yeah, no problem, mate. They're not going to turn on you, Alan. Don't be daft. I wouldn't let them anyway. But thanks for your help. We'll probably talk more tomorrow. But I don't know what to do, and that was my reason for coming in this room tonight. One, to pass time till Bethesda's E3 chat starts. But two, I'm contemplating sending the Nacon back. But I'll put something to you then. Bottom line question. Let's pretend tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow, I have sent the Nacon back, so I've got that no more, and I'm now going to stick with the DualShock all the time. And let's also pretend I wake up tomorrow and the cable on my working headset finally breaks. So from tomorrow night, moving forward, my streams every night are going to be this, what you're hearing now, okay? Question to you guys in the room, would it be that bad you would either not listen to the stream? Would it be too bad? Would it irritate you? Or would it be actually acceptable to sit and listen to this every night in this current situation, me streaming games or me chatting? That, I think, is a great question to ask you. We'll come to E3 in a minute, Craig. I'm just going to close this down. So the simple question is, if moving forward this was going to be the setup from now on, would it stop you listening? Because that is the bottom line here with the all... Do you know what I mean? So the simple point I put to you guys is that, would this in its current state stop you, or would it irritate you? And I think that's the bottom line question. So that's one saying it's fine. I think Tugboat said it's okay. And there you go then. Most of you are saying this is passable, you see. So I may well send that Nacon back. I probably am in a bit of a predicament, minder, because the bottom line is as well, I haven't actually got the fucking box for it, even though I only bought it in February. So I'm still under 6 months warranty, I think, that Shop 2 do. But I've actually wrote them a message tonight to see what they say and say, look, I've got a problem. This controller's having bad feedback with headphones. Can you advise what to do? Either replace it or I'll have a refund. To be honest, if they offered me a refund, I'd probably get, I'd probably get the other one just to test it. So, I don't know. Yeah, that's fine, Cole. We're just doing testing, mate. It's just annoying that... I think the annoying thing is this is passable at the minute, which is no problem. But what does annoy me, I like using the Nacon, and whenever I'm trying any other headset other than the default one, it's unbearable. And I know that's unbearable because I've listened to it in the chat that I've done. And to prove a point, when I tested it this evening and I was doing it out of testing, first questions that you guys said, there's a bad crackling. I think the first 3 people in the chat said there's a bad crackling, and I wasn't going to mention it because I was just testing it. But then because you guys actually said straight, I knew that's what I'd got a problem, and it was kind of trying to answer me, do I send that back? So I suppose if you guys are saying this is fine now, I'm guessing it could be linked to that controller. That's the only explanation, I guess. But we'll just see what Shop 2 say. E3. as you guys know, I did say I'd come on and probably stream straight after. It is obviously very late. We're obviously getting some American and Aussie listeners in as well. I don't want to go into great detail on the Xbox One. I mean, if you guys want me to give you my bottom line couple of points that I'm willing to discuss, I will do. I don't want to spoil it for any of you that listen to the show regularly, because obviously if I say anything now, it's going to be repeated on Wednesday. But I obviously do have thoughts. I have initial thoughts. It's died down a bit now since it's finished. I will give you my opinion if you want it. I don't mind just giving you a few pointers. You all know I'm very opinionated anyway, so I should. But I don't want to spoil it for anyone in the room that is a regular listener and is going to wait for the show. But I can give you my thoughts, my overall thoughts. I did sit and take notes completely. I wrote extensive notes, as I always do with E3. I will say, by the way, thanks to Steve for this one, and he saved it at the last minute because I completely forgot. I watched the stream in full 4K. So I was getting what the guys at the event were getting, is what Xbox wanted you to see. So I got it. I'm never opinionated, as you know that. I'll give you a few thoughts. Nobody's objecting. Okay. I'll throw this one out there straight away. I told you I was right about the price. If you haven't heard already, by the way, you know that the comparable prices to dollar to pounds is never bang on accurate. If you want to know it exactly, $499 equates to £383 currently in the UK. There is no fucking way on earth it's going to be that, because there's already been an official press release that I picked up straight after the show. I got the screenshot of somebody that was at the show who'd been handed a press release for the official price points. They didn't put it up on screen, which kind of surprised me, and I don't like that either, by the way. Do you know when these companies put the price up and it says $499? Yes, I was just going to come to that, Tuggy. The point is this: I don't like it when a company like that just puts $499 when they're selling a worldwide product. It costs you nothing fucking more to put all the others underneath. Euros, pounds. I know you could be saying, well, that's just your... But it's the done thing in business. It is going to be 449 RRP in this country, comparable to dollars. So, still 60 quid fucking more than it should be. So, the point's this. I was right about the price. We knew it was going to be like that. And my overall thought for the actual show. The opening was fantastic. The way they delivered the opening, the first 20 minutes of the first few games, the specs of the machine, the look of the machine I also want to touch on. Looks fucking beautiful. Bit shitty that they only do in the black. I mean, we all know they'll add about 50,000 different fucking SKUs in the next 12 months, but that's by the by. It looks lovely. If you haven't heard already, by the way, everything actually works with it spot on from your other console, to a point Major Nelson even has said that you can actually get the Xbox One X, unplug everything out your Xbox One and literally bang it straight in. Nothing's incompatible, nothing ever is. It's a straight swap. So that's another plus point. Bit of a bummer I've heard on the controller. It's a standard controller, the same exact standard controller of the Xbox One, no different. I will say that the power, we've no need to discuss the power. We've known that for a fucking year anyway, and I've been saying that for months. And it kind of started to annoy me when it's just all they fucking did. I actually, to come on this stream, I was watching the 4K Jeff Keighley show after to watch all the aftermath, and I actually ended up turning it off because Aaron Greenberg come on, who's Microsoft fucking executive. He came on the couch, and I shit you not, he must have mentioned the word power and powerfulest console on the market. He must have actually said them words 30 times in the 3 or 4 minutes he was on that catch, and I didn't get to the end because by that time I just went, fuck off. How many times have you got to tell us? We know that. The name, I like the name. I knew it wouldn't be called Scorpio, but I like the name. I think it kind of fits it. I think it's nice. The overall console I think looks lovely. The price, we knew it was going to be that. I'll go back to my opening because it kind of sums up what my overall feelings was. The opening was brilliant. I love the console. I love the first few games. But I have to say this, and before we go any further, you guys know it's only my opinions. We're all entitled to them. But I'll say this. I think it looks a fantastic console. I think everything about it looks really nice. But I'm going to say this. I thought the show slowly but surely died on its backside by the end. They started so fucking well. And I was seeing Twitter and I've seen the aftermath as well. I'll tell you what I will say about the aftermath. I don't know what you guys think of this. And I'll say that I'm quite shocked. The immediate aftermath with the Jeff Keighley show, there was Angry Joe there. There was a big developer there from somewhere. And there was about 4 or 5 people on the couch. Well renowned in the industry, by the way. Not fucking idiots. They were really disappointed. They thought it was fucking, like, awful show. And they gave it a grade, by the way. They went right across the catch. And they went C minus, C minus, C, C minus. And Jeff Keighley said it the same. He says, yes, I'll have to agree with you guys. It's a C. And I must admit, I thought, that's a bit tough. And looking at the feedback online and Twitter and the feeds at the minute, I think they've got a bit of a bashing, and I wasn't coming on here and bashing them because I don't. You see, it's going to come to this, and I think this is where I think most of you guys are going to think as well. They started off fantastic, but I actually joked with Ricky. They've shot the load too early. If it was your missus in bed at night, she'd be pissed. Because she'd be sat there lying there for a fucking fantastic night. It would have started fantastically brilliant. You'll be asleep by fucking 20 minutes. But that's a weird analogy, but it kind of sums it up, I think. They started off so fucking well. But then I'm going to come to some points that I was thinking this before I heard the aftermath. They did show games, I agree. 2 games out that entire show got me really excited that if I was going to be pinned down and asked, is there anything out that you want to play and would make you think, yes, I really want to play. The Anthem game at the end, the Anthem game looks fucking brilliant. I chuckled a bit because if you actually analyse that game in what they showed, they've kind of took a bit of a Rise and Dawn when the big mech animal come. I actually burst out laughing, to be honest. And then we got into the Titanfall fucking suit things, and I'm thinking, okay. And then when the weapon drop popped up, I thought, okay, so you've all sat round a room. You've thought, I want a bit of fucking Horizon Dawn. Yep, there you are. I want a bit of Titanfall. Yep, chuck that in there. And I tell you what, fuck it, we'll have a bit of Destiny in there as well. And I think that little video, as good as it looked, and I am going to tell you now, it was probably my favourite game of the whole event. Thought it looked fucking brilliant. I just kind of chuckled because it just looks like they've got the best 3 games of the last year and chucked them in a pot and mixed it up. Not a bad thing, not going to lie. I'm never a big believer of if you're pinching other people's ideas. It's not a fucking bad thing at all. Knock yourself out. If something works, you'd go with it. But I've got to say, as the show went on, it got like really lackluster and slower and slower. And I even tweeted to Ricky, because me and Ricky were tweeting quite regular through the show. And I says, is it me or is this getting staler by the fucking minute? And that's just kind of the overall feeling I got. But I'll tell you what I really thought of the overall job. I don't think they did a great job on convincing people to spend that £500 on that console to what they had to offer. And I'll tell you another thing that really started to annoy me, and I'm surprised none of you mentioned it as well. the 2018 tag kept coming up, and by halfway I thought, you need to do something, because you know what they never did, and I'm fucking amazed they've not done this, and I'm pretty certain that you're going to find it out, because I think it's the question that will be on most people's minds. Certainly was on mine, but they didn't give I'll tell you what John, you've made a great point, mate, and Ricky asked me this as well, and this is a fucking banging point, and it's not to create a fucking war either. If you're a current PlayStation owner, if you're a current PlayStation Pro owner with a 4K telly, do you want to spend £500 to play what they're offering right now? Because 70% of them games they showed was 2018. And I'll just go back to what I'm saying is, what I didn't see from that show, which I think they needed to do, they needed to tell us it's coming out November the 7th, which I don't know if you guys picked up on, but I was like trying to look for clues, and we was getting things like, there was a very confusing bit in the middle, and I quickly jumped to Ricky and said this. I said, that's a bit weird, did you notice it? And he said, what? I says, they've just put up console release day exclusive for a title. Then when the video montage kicked in of that title, across the bottom it says coming 2018. So I quickly messaged to Ricky. I says, hold on. I says, something's really weird. I says, they've just said console release day exclusive, but in the next breath it says coming 2018. I says, is this fucking console not coming out till next year? And this kind of touches on what I've heard the feedback since the show went live. And they said this on the catch, by the way, that I keep referring to. And they said they didn't do a good enough job in convincing the people that need to buy one. What I did find very surprising, and whether you guys believe this or not, and I kind of did it with a bit of tongue-in-cheek, Jeff Keighley, Angry Joe, two very young women that I don't know, but a couple of you guys mentioned, the big in gaming, very attractive young ladies, and then a director. There's 5 people on this couch giving their opinions after, and they're the ones that gave it pretty shit marks. Not one of them apparently has a 4K TV. So on that couch you've got 2 of the leading women, gamer industry women. You've got a game developer, you've got Jeff fucking Keighley, the god of gaming, and you've got Angry Joe, one of the biggest YouTubers on the planet. Are you going to tell me that none of them's got a 4K TV right now playing games? Because I'm sorry, I'm calling fucking bullshit on that one. No, I'm sorry, I don't get that. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, by the by, but they did have a good point, all of them across the board. And I think when I say, do you believe they've not got a 4K telly, I say it because of this reason. The way they was trying to put their message across at the end kind of to me spoke of a preempted choice. It didn't seem a natural thought. It seemed a preempted discussion point. And they said it was a great show, and I think it was. I'm not denying it. I love the console. I think it was great. Beautiful. Beautiful marketing, lovely console, great power, lovely name, great name, some great games. It lacklustered off for me. 2 of the biggies, Assassin's Creed and Metro, look stunning. However, just not for me, I'm afraid. Just not my cup of tea. But they all said on the couch, have they showed us enough for us to spend that money? And apparently they need a 4K TV as well, to go and buy it. And across the board, they all said no. No, they wasn't. No, they weren't. But I'll tell you what my overall bad negative feeling was. Me as a consumer, like you guys, I don't know if you thought of this. Now, I'm hoping, and I know I've gone round the fucking asses to get to my point, and I'm hoping we're going to see this, which we'll be all looking for after, and I'm pretty certain we should, because if we don't, it's a big fuck-up in my opinion. I want to see a sheet, and this is why I think I couldn't believe Microsoft didn't say this. I want them to show me the Xbox One X, November 7th, and then why haven't we had a sheet of paper or a notice saying games available on release? That to me is the biggest fucking point of the whole thing. Because the overriding feedback I was getting, come in 2018. Yeah, you know what I'm like. Fucking start, Adge. I've got notes to talk about. I'll stop talking if you want, mate. Don't fucking bother me either way, because I'm going to be saying all this on Wednesday, so just be warned. Mate, if you don't want me to say it, I'll shut straight up. Don't fucking bother me at all. But I'm just trying to get a point about the 2018 thing. 70% of their videos they showed, everyone was coming 2018, 2018, 2018. What I don't think a lot of people realise, we're only in fucking June. It's a long way away. It's 2018, a fucking very long way off. But what I wanted to see as a consumer, I'll drop this now by the way, I do want one. I like the thing. And this is the killer. I do want one for the show as well, to talk about unboxings and looking at the gadgets and all that. Something else they didn't touch on as well. They didn't mention what kind of 4K player was in it. Didn't mention if it was the exact same one that was in the S. Didn't mention if it was an upgrade. Anything. Just said the 4K player. My guess is it's the same, or they would have made a point of it. But I haven't seen a list that convinces me, Mr. Toz, November the 7th pre-order, what can I play on it? I like the fact it's small, Adge, more than you'll ever fucking know, because I'm looking at my thing in front of me. I've got my PlayStation sat there, I've got my Blu-ray player in the middle, and there's a fucking block at the end, and I'm thinking that block is just about the right size. It is, and that's the thing, Carl. And I'm not going to lie, and I think we all probably agree here, because this is what I'm seeing from all the industry tonight as well. They did a really nice, neat show. They did what they had to do, but they didn't convince the people they need to convince to buy one. And that is what I think the overriding fact is. Your Xbox fanboys are going to be all over it like a wet dream. It's new tech, it's their favourite, it's their whatever, boom. Right? Simple as. Yeah, I knew it's a 4K player, Daz. What I meant is, has it been upgraded from the shit one that was in the S? But that's a whole new story. But I then... They didn't do a job to say November 7th you can play la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. And did you guys notice a lot of release dates for games were earlier than the actual console was coming out? Which I know, by the way, and they didn't really make a big point on stage about this, but they made it after, in the after show. Aaron Greenberg said it. Did you not know that everything's doing exactly what the PlayStation did at the minute? They've got to be able to be played on one machine. It's got to be one game in one disc, very much similar to the PlayStation genre at the minute. But that's why Tugboat. That's why games are coming out. Crackdown 3 is going to be coming out in October, because you'll be able to play it on your Xbox One S. But that's the weird thing. I thought they would have, and this is going back to my whole problem of where's that November 7th tagline? I'll throw it out there. Nintendo Switch, Zelda, tagline. Buy this, play that, on when? Xbox haven't done that. Yeah, we know the games will run better on the X, just the same as the games run better on the Pro. You know what I mean? It's the same ethos. What I'm frightened of, and I will say this, no game's not much of an upgrade for those who have PS4 Pro and 4K TV. That's the greatest point that a lot of people are saying. And somebody touched on earlier, if Anthem's multi-console and you own a Pro and a 4K telly, sorry, I'll just spend 45, 50 quid on Anthem. To be honest, it's pretend I'm not a podcaster and I'm there. To me, if I'm not a podcaster, I'm their prime customer. I've got a 4K. No, I'm not meaning it's not as powerful, Craig, but I'll be able to still play the game in 4K visuals and 4K on my Pro. What I'm trying to get to you is it doesn't warrant me spending £500 to play a game that is not... this is a point I want to stress to you as well, and a lot of people have been saying, 4K is 4K. Whether you watch it on a fucking 4K telly, whether you watch it on a 4K Blu-ray, whether you're doing it on a PC, whether you're doing it on a PlayStation, whether you're doing it on an Xbox, 4K is 4K. It's a resolution. It's not a dynamic, it's a resolution. The power of the Xbox X can play all their games at 4K. And I think that's where the everyday man in the street again is going to be slightly flummoxed or not quite understand the gizmo of it. That's the other point, Adge, and that's my point I'm making. So I'll go back to this, what I'm trying to say. Say I'm their demographic. I'm a guy with a 4K telly, I'm a massive gamer, pretend I'm not a podcaster, and I'm currently a PlayStation owner and I don't own an Xbox. Has your show convinced me to go and pre-order one in November and play it and want to play Xbox again for what you've just shown me? I'd have to say, hand on heart, no. Not that too fussed about Metro. Look beautiful, look great. Just not for me. Didn't get on with the other Metros. They were okay for about an hour. Assassin's Creed, you all know what I think of Assassin's Creed. The first one, 1.5, 2 was brilliant. The other fuckers just chained the same shit out, changed the gameplay to me that I didn't like, fell out of love with it quickly. But the new Assassin's Creed looked beautiful. Do you know one of the games I've not mentioned that absolutely was one of my favourites of the whole night? And that was Sea of Thieves. I even typed in my notes, Sea of Thieves, favourite game so far. I absolutely fucking love that. I love the look of it. The developer's one of the best that there's ever been, that have just been shafted for the years on end, which finally they might be able to come back to what they're really good at. I love the gameplay, I love the story of it, I like the way the game was delivered, I like the way you can play with friends. That game was lovely for me. But then we go back to the old argument. Anthem was my favourite looking game because it's my fucking type of game. I like the action, I like the storyline, it's very Horizon Dawny. But, as you guys have just said, I've got a Pro. It's coming out on the PlayStation 4. I can have it for probably 45 quid. So I'll spend 45 quid and play Anthem. It's the same fucking game. It's going to look pretty nice on my Pro and my telly. But I don't want to fucking pay £500 to play it. I'll throw something to the room as well, and it's not trying to be fanboy, I'm just throwing a thing out there. I obviously don't want to... I think about it though, Toz. Sea of Thieves would last one night. It depends, Adge. What I kind of picked up on that game was, if it was kind of an MMO mechanic, which I kind of got the feeling it was, then it would last way longer, because you'd have never-ending quests, you'd have never-ending islands, you could play with your friends every night and decide to go elsewhere or other places. If it's a structured game, with only a set amount of tasks, I agree. It's a week's gameplay, bored to fuck after. If it's an open-ended MMORPG type, then I think it's got legs. I kind of got the... I don't think the PlayStation Pro is nearly as powerful as it... No, it's not. Of course it's not, Albert. Not even close, mate. I can tell you that now. We all know that. You've only got to go... If you want to go down that line of the route, you go for the belly flops and the memory. The PlayStation Pro's got 4.6 belly flops. Xbox X has got 6 belly flops. It's also got more memory. It's also got more... I think powerful other memory inside as well. It's the more powerfulest machine. Of course it is. It's 500 fucking quid. It's nearly 150 quid more than the Pro. Of course it's more powerful. But it all still boils down to what I've said for fucking 6 months and got more shit for all that you'll ever know. They have to show us what I want to play on that 500 quid machine. And right now, 70% of them things I was really liking the look of ain't coming out for another year. So, and this is what I'm going to throw out to you guys. As good a show as it was, and the tech is fucking beautiful. It is. Fast forward to November the 7th, what are you guys buying and playing on that machine? Are you going to have another Switch scenario? And that was what's kept ticking in my head all night. And that's why I go back to what I said. Why haven't you showed me Xbox One X, November 7th, da 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 da. You can play these games on November the 7th. Even if it was games that we can play now, it doesn't matter. Spot on, Nudge. And this is the point, and this is why I go back. And this is not my views. This is the after show views of people that are way better knowledgeable than me. They're in the industry and getting paid for the fucking thing. They all said exactly the same. They didn't quite deliver on the fact that you want people to buy this new product. There was only it's the kind of thing I go back. It's the Switch scenario. And put it this way. 280 quid to play fucking Zelda. A lot of people took that hit. Can you see fucking two people paying 500 quid to play fucking Crackdown 3? No. No, you can't. And I said an interesting thing to Ricky, actually. And I don't think he answered it, because I think he was getting tired. Let me ask you another one, then. So maybe I'm missing something. But the price revealed was $499. Isn't that something? Right. It's actually £383 equivalent in dollars. Never is that. The official press release has been released already at the show, because they didn't say it on stage, because they fuckers. They only think America is the centre of the world. It's £469. There's a 1 terabyte box. That's all they're making at first. So it's for the Xbox One X. 1 terabyte black. That's all they're making. RRP for UK is $449. $499, $449 here. The equivalent, if you want to ask your Echo right now, if you've got one, is 383, I think, pounds. But it never works like that. Ricky was churning back to me after, because he come back and said, "Oh, this ain't on the internet. It's only 380 quid." I went, "What?" He says, "It's 380 quid." He says, "Oh, brilliant." I says, "No. It's fucking not, because no console in history has ever gone to dollar to pounds equivalent." Yeah, of course they do, Al. We get fucked for... You got to think we get screwed for tax. The way that them companies justify it to say they have to pay VAT, 20%, and all the customs and all that shit. That's why, yes, 400... In fact, let me try it now. 1 second. Alexa, what's $499 in pounds? £391.30. If you want the live update dollars to pounds. So $499 is £391.30. But we don't get that. We never have done. Ever. And that's Carl, that was rounding my question off, as I was going to say, to what that Super Lucky Tales did look nice, looked very, you know, like equivalent to Ratchet and Clank and all that shit. It's like a really good platform. It looked cute, so it looked like a rare game, to be fair. What time is Bethesda kicking off? It's 5 o'clock, isn't it? I think 5 a.m. Well, we've only got 2 hours more to go. We can hang in there. I can hang in there. I'm not going to sit here for 2 hours though, guys. I might actually play some games. I will say this though. What that keynote actually made me want to come and play games, because that was the plan. I was just going to jump on here and play games, to be fair. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Craig Conkers. By the way, I've ordered some shrimps for my fish tank that I'll be picking up on Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday. Because I'm having a real problem keeping this tank clean. And it's starting to fucking annoy me greatly. It started off beautiful for about a fortnight. And now it's really dirty. Because I've only got the one custom fish in it, I've got no bottom feeders or cleaners, you see. And I went looking online tonight to try and fix it. And I've ordered some red art, they're called red something shrimps. They look beautiful. I've only ordered 4 because my tank's not very big. But apparently, I think they can live with this Japanese fighting fish. Well, either that or he'll have a fucking decent dinner come Wednesday. So yeah. Ridiculous. I think, right, Minecraft, it's been talked about a lot on it. great statement that they're making it completely multi-platform round the world, round every console known to man. However, kind of what I heard somebody say after, if you're not into Minecraft, then meh. I'm not, never have been, never got the gist of it, but I do get what it is, I do get the ethos, I get why people enjoy and play it. Having the fact that you're making it worldwide, I can't see that making slightest bit of difference to the everyday gamer in the street, not even fucking close. To your kids, teenagers that put the life into it, yeah, that might be great that they can play with their friends at school or college or whatever. But then when they showed a 4K version, I'm thinking, why the fuck would you do Minecraft in a 4K visual? The whole point of what sold Minecraft was it's blocky. Do you know what I mean? Just stay on to as I came off my... Yeah, I saw you early, mate. Sounded like you had a bad one. Just have some codeine phosphate. I'll be up till Bethesda's got work tomorrow. Yeah, it sounds here a rough one, mate. They never mentioned the realms for... Well, I don't... To be honest, I don't think they needed to, did they? Because they just mentioned the other stuff about it. They've only got... I mean, it was nearly a 2-hour keynote as well, weren't it? I just felt... I felt disappointed that it kind of tapered off really badly. Like I said, the analogy, he just shot his load too quick, I think. Because I was super stoked. I can tell you now, when they showed the console and they showed like the first two games, that Metro looked stunning. Then they showed Assassin's Creed, looked stunning. And because I was watching it in 4K, I get to see what you're going to be playing, and it looked truly fucking phenomenal. It really did. But then ugh, it just really wound down so quickly for me. And then same thing kind of happened when you're getting new hardware and stuff in a keynote announcement. There are so many questions flying through your head that you want to ask them as they're talking. Um, you like want to say to them, okay, what games can I play on day of release? Is the 4K player the same player as you had in your other machine? There's like so many questions that you want to ask and they just don't ask them. But if you was to put it all in like a bullet point thing, it'll be like, you know what I mean? It's like price is what everybody expected. The console looks lovely. Yes, your prime games were there that people said were going to be there, looking really nice. But then the overriding thing that punches me in the face is the word well, I say word number 2018 was the buzzword for me. It was just 2018, 2018, 2018, and it was like fuck. Even the end of the show, when they showed Anthem, like for me the best fucking looking game or the one I was most excited about, finished the entire show saying coming early 2018, and that kind of ended and summed the entire thing up for me. You've sold me a really nice piece of tech because I'm a tech freak and I love it all, but you're not making me really want to play your machine because stuff ain't fucking coming out yet. So oh, Craig, I'm glad you brought that up. Don't even get me fucking started on that because I think Ricky was yanking my chain. Because when they started on the fucking Xbox, we saw the big splash screen. Ricky's typing, oh, Xbox compat, and I just went bollocks, or something like that. And then it come up, original Xbox, and then the crowd started cheering, and I'm like sat there, and I'm banging my head. And I bet you guys, I bet some of you guys may even have given me a thought at that point when they put that splash screen up. Because honestly, they just took like an hour to show you the best looking thing in the goddamn gaming world ever. Looking stunning in 4K HDR, it looked fantastic. And then all the idiots in the crowd are swinging the dicks around because they're bringing original Xbox games to the fucking thing. And I'm like sat there thinking, are you shitting me? Seriously. Are you really going to stand on this stage and tell me you're excited for original Xbox games coming on a 6 teraflop machine, fucking cooled, liquid cooled, all this bollocks, and you are swinging your dicks over Xbox games. What the fuck kind of world do you live in? And I just sat, and then Ricky started winding me up. Oh, can't wait, and I'm going. I just went bollocks. Get out. But Albert, I'll put this to you, mate, and I'll say it to everybody who ever says this. Yeah? You may play it. You might just say, fucking hell, that was my favourite game back in the day, and you'll go like that, and go like that, and fucking clicking it, and you'll play it for 10 minutes. Do you know the stat, by the way? You know the stat that came out where they said, he let it slip and said, over half of Xbox owners have played a backwards compatibility game. I think I also read this week when they announced that it was only 2%. I mean, that's a good one, Mr. Freeze. Ricky was winding me up at that, but it did. I just honestly, it was like you'd sat there and blown this big fucking balloon up for everybody to play with. Teraflops, GDDR5, fucking 385 megacycles per second, 4K HDR. You've blown this balloon up, everybody's going to play with it, and then you've gone Xbox Originals, pop. What the fuck? Get a grip. You're expecting people to pay £500 and they want to play fucking Xbox Originals. Jesus Christ, get a grip. Pro will do. I'll tell you now, talking about Sony, and I don't want to take it away from Xbox's night because it's their night. And the thing is this. I mean, I'm really looking forward to what Sony are going to do now, which I was anyway. But I'll be very interested on the way they're thinking now, because it's like, I think things that Sony are thinking, and I want to put this to you guys, and you can either agree with me or not, and I'll stand by this because I've said it for years, and I've kind of been vindicated as well that this kind of thing has been proven to happen, because I'll put something to you that kind of did prove it to happen. That when Xbox always goes first, I think it's a well-known fact that Sony have probably got 2 or maybe 3 structures to go down. And I honestly believe that the executives have got their keynote on paths that go off. And I think them paths all matter to what Xbox did. You can agree with me or you can't, but I just really believe it. And I go to that point because the famous thing about when Xbox did all that shit that just blew up in the faces about games and family sharing and everybody was laughing at them and all that bollocks, right? And only you have to be on the internet and all that bullshit. Within 10 minutes, or within Sony's speech, they were falling over them fucking selves to say, you can play our games anytime you want, and if you want to play a game with your mate, this is what you do. Here's a game, go and play it. And that kind of brought it home to me, kind of like, well, yeah, it's quite fucking clear that you change your mind. So, what I'm thinking with Sony now, I think Microsoft's show was half decent, and I don't think it was as bad as the media are. The media are fucking giving them shit, by the way. If you've not looked at the fallback yet after the show, media are absolutely laying to them thick. They're just basically saying really heavy along the lines of, it's a nice machine, but you're not showing me why I want one. So it's not my opinion. I'm just quoting what's being said about the place right now. But I think it's going to be interesting what Sony do. I really do. Because obviously, if you're fighting against brand new hardware, you've got a tough start straight away. And the only thing that they can do is offer... You see, they've got the thing. Yeah, I agree, Adge, and I think by all accounts and rumours that they're going to do exactly the same. I will throw this out to you, and I won't be one-sided either. If Sony come out tomorrow night and lay a shitload of... Which they are, they're going to chuck a load of games. We're going to get the stalwarts, just like Microsoft. You're going to get your Last of Us 2, maybe. People are saying, oh, we're going to get to see some gameplay. I think we might get a smidgen. We're going to get the Uncharted shit that's coming out in the summer. You're probably going to get a bit of Everybody's Golf, might be pushed a little bit. You're definitely going to get a big VR title because one of the Sony first-party studios are making a massive VR game apparently. Rumours are it's Fallout, but I do think that'll be pushed as well. But if I see the same 2018 shit, I'll be disappointed. Because I think where Sony now could actually get a lot back or score points, if you want to call it that, I think if they come out tomorrow night and say whatever, and it's November. Let me put something to you. Say you're Mr. Sony executive for the last, and these things are planned months in advance. We know that. You're sat now and you've got to compete with your best competitor. And don't let them fool you that they don't either, because that's bullshit as well. Of course they do. It's your major competitor. You want to be better than them in every fucking way, shape or form. So I'm thinking now, I'm Mr. Sony exec with my tie on, turning up to the office for the big fucking speech about what we're going to do at E3. And let me also say that don't please believe that they don't know what's going off at Microsoft, because they fucking do. And vice versa. I honestly believe I'm sat at my desk and I'm saying, look, Microsoft have got this, and it's all 2018, and they're thinking, okay, you know what my fucking job is? I'm sat on that table with all my execs and I'll say, right, you fuckers, show me the games you've got, and they're all going to go, we've got these, look, here, Toss, we've got this, right, okay, brilliant, love that. Wait, what? They've got to come out in the first week in November. What? Them fucking things have got to come out first week in November. Why? Because I want all my top games to be out at the same time as that new machine's out. So all my fucking big players, my console owners, don't give a flying fuck about that, because they can play these games now. And that's what I think might happen tomorrow. I think you might get a fucking hell of a load of this coming out, with a tagline, play them this year. And I think that scores a lot of points. Because if they are going to bring us the big one, big one, I think bringing them out this year just absolutely fucking nails it. I really do. And I'm going to be honest, we've got things like the Uncharted DLC, a 10-hour single-player thing coming in fucking July, is it? Or June, very soon. We've got Everybody's Golf in August. We've like got games looking forward to playing now that you're like, I'm fucking dying to play. Do you know what I mean? Live improve from Tom's a new stream. Carl, I don't know what you're getting by that. I mean, you've kind of confused me with that. Am I missing something? Live improv. Oh, you like that? You like my little... Oh, I get you now. Sorry, I've got it. Did you like my little executive thing? I'm full of fucking tricks. I could be here all day. I'd tell you jokes if you want. Sing you a fucking song. I can do all sorts. But, yeah, I mean, but that's the way I think, you see. That's honestly the way I do believe these things kind of happen. Because it is a business at the heart. And I've always thought I'm wasted. You know what I mean? I think I could do that kind of job. I think I could be sat at that table and they come in, oh, Toz, here it is, mate. This is what we've got. Oh, fucking banging. November 7th. Now, go. By the way, if it's not ready by November 7th, the fucking door's there. Don't let it eat you on the way out. That's how you've got to be. But I honestly believe, I think they'll do that kind of thing. I'll be very surprised. Obviously, Anthem will be coming out on the PlayStation as good. What's orange and sounds like a parrot? Go on, Edge. Crackers with it, mate. And I agree with what you said, by the way, about Phil Spencer. He's been spouting for a long time, and he tried. I think it was okay. What's orange and sounds like a parrot? I'm going to regret this one. I know I am. A carrot. Fuck it. That's a good one. Did you guys like the joke I told on the Rambler that time? One of my old favourites, my classic. My duck dancing on a biscuit tin. Remember that one? You see, you guys now are seeing me in my element. This is when I'm usually gaming. I don't sleep at this fucking time. I can't. I mean, you can hear me. I'm wide awake. I'm always like that. That reminds me, I'm going to pack that fucking headset away that's going back to Amazon tomorrow. The fourth one. Am I right in saying that Sony's keynote tomorrow is 3 AM UK time? I think I am, aren't I? I think it is 3 AM tomorrow. So this time tomorrow night, because it's 11 minutes past 3, we will have aired all the... Why have I got a fucking no entry sign on my phone? What does that fucking mean? What's a no entry notification? It's do not disturb. Yeah, it's quite cool. It knocks everything off. It does. It knocks everything off. Shop 2 customer support. By the way, has nobody... I meant to say this. I was on... Shop 2 to stick my pre-order in, by the way. I have to work during Sony's keynote. Is that your working time, Adge, then, obviously? I think I'm right in saying it is 3 AM, isn't it? Fucking stupid, I will tell you. Oh, I wonder if I've been paid. I need to check if I've been paid. Bear with. Oh, fuck. Oh, by the way, guys, a lot of people were getting confused. I've had no end of messages this week. If you've not listened... Was it 2 AM? I thought it was 2 AM, but now it's 3. Ben's saying, are you staying up? I bet you don't know I'm streaming. Oh, Ben, because he's not in the room. I bet he's sat there thinking, fuck, he's streaming. Let me just drop a quick tweet to Benji. Let me just drop a quick... It won't surprise me if he popped up in the room now. You have to catch it after it. That's when you have to stay away from the fucking internet, Carl. That's the point. Derby Lottery has come in for you, mate. Fucking hell. It ain't, by the way. It ain't. I meant to tell you, yeah, I meant to mention it, guys, yeah. I didn't wait. The lottery has been claimed. 26 million it was on Saturday. But what I did notice, I noticed that the next email that I got said Wednesday's lottery is 2.6 million. So some lucky bastard somewhere has won 26 million quid. And sad to say, it ain't fucking me. You heard about my football bet, didn't you? Angry is not the word, because I have been really skint this week. I was like down to 30 quid the other day. And I was really struggling. And my fucking... I had an acca because it was last decent football of the season for the World Cup. I had an 8-match acca. And fucking England cost me £125.37p. England. 7 fucking games I picked out. Tick, 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 tick. England. Fuck. Seriously. What would you fucking say to that, eh? I sure am, Eric, mate. That's why I'm sat here, mate, on this stream, passing time away. So, yep. I am staying up for Bethesda. Not, to be honest, though, if it starts a bit shit, and it's a bit crappy, because I'm not that bothered, because they're going to talk about what's it, aren't they? I should have had the youngsters fucking in that accarage, not fucking silly old farts. To be honest, though, I'd actually given up on the bet, because as the story went, I was following the bet on my Bet365 app, as I always do, because I like, if it gets to a decent amount, I normally cash out, as you guys have heard in the past. But I made a fuck up this time. I'd actually got Ireland to beat Azerbaijan, and I'd got that match on the Bet365, and it was 90 minutes on the clock, and it was 0-0. And England were winning, by the way, then, don't forget, 1-0. So I turned it off, because I thought, fuck it, I've done, the bet's gone. Ricky messages me later. He says, oh, did you see all the football scores? I says, yeah, and I says, oh, I had a bet today. I says, it looks like England let me down, I think. And I reeled my matches off, and he went, Ireland won. And I said, no, they fucking didn't. He says, mate, Ireland won. And I says, they were 0-0 in 90 minutes. He says, they scored in the 94th minute. And I thought, fuck. If I'd have had my Bet365 app open, when Ireland scored and England were winning, I bet you that fucker would have been about £100 cash out. Because there were 2 minutes left in the England game, and that every other has won. So I bet I'd have had £100 cash out, and I would have took it. But no. England fucked me up. What had I picked this up for? Oh, I'd picked it up to see if I'd been paid, hadn't I? Bear with. Bear fucking with. We're just passing time till Bethesda. What is Bethesda going to show, guys? Anybody? Any ideas? Any clues? What do you reckon? I have been paid. That is a jolly feeling. Especially when you're down to fucking about 24 quid, I think I was. Yay! Might go and do a bit of shopping tomorrow, actually. Fallout 11. Bethesda, aren't they? I get mixed up with Bethesda, I do. There's that many fucking things. Bethesda, don't they... Welcome to the room, Simon. We're all sat here hanging on for dear life to fucking... Bethesda stream. Could probably have it on my iPad and then sit and talk about it, couldn't I, as it were going on? We could do that. I've had an official PR email from Xbox. Microsoft premieres Xbox One X, the world's most powerful console, don't you know? I don't drink. I don't. You know I don't. Oh, I could get a whiskey though. I think, yeah, I might grab a whiskey. Fuck it. Bear with me. I might just grab my Jim Beam. I've not cracked that open for a few weeks. I'm just going to read you the first line of this PR email and let's see how many times they mention how powerful it is. You ready? Microsoft premieres Xbox One X, world's most powerful console. Xbox unveils its historic E3 lineup with 42 new games, including 22 with console exclusivity. And they only got leathered today, actually, and I haven't done it in 10 years, and I won't tell you the reason why, but it's got something to do with my ex-wife. But I won't go into sad fucking details. It says, Sunday marked a milestone. Xbox briefing. Unveiled the world's most powerful console, don't you know? Formerly known as Project Scorpio, now known as Xbox One S. Its largest and most diverse game lineup in E3 history, basically means the most they've ever shown, and for the first time broadcast it in 4K. Xbox showcased a record 42 games in its briefing, with 22 console exclusives from creators large and small. By the way, this is the official Xbox email, and I can now officially announce the following. Coming to all Xbox One markets starting November the 7th, Xbox One X will retail at $499 US and 449 Great British Pounds, with a number 1 tag at the end of it, which I will scroll down to the bottom. Prices are estimated retail prices. Retail prices may vary at different shops. Number 3 is interesting. Anyway, we'll go back to the top. I won't read it all because it's fucking massive, this is. Xbox One X was designed to be the best console created and played games on, putting the greatest graphic fidelity in the hands of the world's best game creators to create true 4K games. Head of Xbox Phil Spencer underscored that every game will play great across the Xbox One family, and Xbox One S also makes your existing library even better, with better textures, smoother frame rates, and faster load times. Quote, Xbox empowers game developers large and small to create different types of games for every type of player, Spencer said. Not only do we have the biggest cross-platform blockbusters on our platform, we also scoured the world to bring our fans unique content from creator artists that capture the imagination. Xbox One is the only console system designed to play the best games of the past. Fucking don't we know it. That's not in the email. The Xbox One games and accessories you already own are compatible with Xbox One X. So if you're an Xbox gamer, chances are you already have a library of games that will look and play better on the Xbox One X. Spencer announced that Xbox will expand the Xbox One backwards compatibility library of nearly 400 popular Xbox 360 games to now include original Xbox classics. Starting with a fan favourite, Crimson Skies, Xbox also revealed that Gears of War 4, Forza 3... By the way, this bit coming up, I haven't mentioned this yet, and I'm fucking glad I've found this. Revealed Gears of War, Forza 3, Minecraft, Resi 7, Final Fantasy 15, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, Rocket League, and dozens of other popular Xbox games, and this is the key one, will receive free updates. No shit, there should be free updates. You know, if they'd have charged for it, can you imagine the uproar? And they like emphasise that word free twice, I think, in that spot. And I was sat there shaking my head going, well, of course they'd be fucking free. Why would you... You're not going to offer... It'd be fucking mental if they did. Anyway, I won't carry on reading, guys, even though I'm probably boring you to death with my reading. They do go on to mention a few games on bullet points. Anthem, The Artful Escape, Ashen, Assassin's Creed Origins, Black Desert, Code Vein, Crackdown 3, Cuphead, Darwin Project, Deep Rock Galactic, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Forza Motorsport 7, The Last Night, Life is Strange. By the way, Life is Strange. If any of you fuckers out there have not played the Life is Strange original game, free on PlayStation Plus, right, then go and play it now before this fucker comes out in August. You're missing out on a truly brilliant game. It's how Telltale games should be made. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. My big answer to myself on that keynote was, it better not be as fucking hard as the last one. Because that was like one of the best fucking things I'd ever seen. But it was one of the hardest ever fucking games I've ever played in my life. Anyway, I'm not going to read all that because it's really fucking long. Yes, Carl, stick with it, mate. It's brilliant. Very easy platinum, I've heard, as well. And to get the platinum, concentrate on the photos in the diary. I have had a good old-fashioned British lunch today. I had it a bit early as well. I had crinkled cut chips with a steak pie with beans and gravy. And if you didn't see my Twitter picture, fuck it, I got 4 chocolate eclairs out the fridge, and no, I didn't eat the fucking lot. I've got 2 left, because I thought, bollocks, I'll treat myself. I will. And it was, them chocolate eclairs, I could have easily fucking ate all 4 of them eclairs. But the funny thing is, as daft as it is, you have to eat them quickly. And I know that might sound a bit funny, but you do, because they're fresh cream. And they like go off in a day. By the way, do you like my Destiny t-shirt? Because of that Destiny game that I don't like. It's got a fucking big hole in it as well. So pissed when I got a hole in that. I dropped really strong super glue on it when I was doing my model. By the way, I haven't started my gun yet. I haven't even started sanding it yet because it's obviously E3. I think after E3, when we're all gamed out, I might get that gun sorted. I was actually going to tempted to throw it out to the community, saying, "Does anybody want me to post me all the? Do you want me to post you all the parts so you can build it yourself, sand it, glue it, paint it?" Oh, I was talking on another thing, weren't I? Making my ears sweat, these headphones. Girlfriend up said I have to go to hospital. Told her I'll go in the morning. E3's on. Oh dear. Um, to answer a question, if you've listened to the Rambler this week, a lot of people got confused with one of the things I said at the end. I said I've got a PSVR for sale this week with the Farpoint gun and the game. A lot of people took it. Yeah, I know it's a shit camera as well. Um, a lot of people. I got dozens of messages within like an hour of the show going live, um, and people were saying, "Oh, you're getting rid of your PSVR?" No, it's not mine, and I should have reiterated that on the show. It's not mine. I'm getting hold of one that I will be selling on. So a few people are interested already, so I have no problem selling it. So yeah, it's not mine. A lot of people thought it was. Oh, Bethesda's the Fallout people, aren't they? Right, so we're going to try and guess what. I know what's coming from Bethesda, so I won't spoil it. I know two things at least that's coming, and I won't spoil it because it's probably all they're going to show because they won't have a big keynote, will they? But there's a new IP coming. Oh dear. There's a new IP coming, and something Steve and Ricky touched on as well is pretty, I think, certain to be there as well. Trouble is, I don't know if you guys think this, but you know when you watch the shows like E3, not E3, the ones like EA and Bethesda and Ubisoft, they don't look as polished and professional, do they? And I get really embarrassed for them. I do. Like you sit there and somebody makes a complete fuck up, don't they? Like there was a guy on last night, weren't they, on the EA one? The guy, when they cut to when they cut to the Star Wars thing, and there was that guy stood there with the fucking glasses on, and he started talking, then he just froze. He like froze and stood there, and I thought, oh mate, no, please don't freeze. It's your fucking moment. You've probably practiced this for like last 6 months. You've got it in the bag. You get live, and you make a clusterfuck of it. He looked. I think me and Ricky were talking, because we actually talked live together. Um, if it's Fallout VR, I'll buy a VR. They will show some Fallout VR. By the way, don't expect any VR chat in the Bethesda keynote. For the exact same reason EA didn't say anything. When they mentioned Anthem, but they weren't allowed to say fuck all else because the official thing hadn't come out yet. And the same's going to go for Bethesda. If Bethesda's got Fallout VR, or they've got another VR game, then they're not going to announce it in their keynote. That's a big thing nobody's mentioned, Craig. Yeah, I've got to fucking mention that. That's one of the biggest thing that was in that. That I must admit, I'll hold my hand up. I was saying to Ricky, I think that was one of the highlights of the show for him to pull that out of the bag to make it exclusive Xbox and be out this year. But I actually jokingly said to Ricky, and he agreed with me, and he said the same as well. At least with Microsoft's backing, they can get it fixed and get some power behind it. And I don't mean power as in the machine. I mean power as in designers and programmers to get the thing better. Because he's obviously now... I mean, this guy's made this on his own virtually, apparently, and he's really done a good fucking job, hasn't he? It's a great game. Um, but now with Xbox backing, at least they can throw some workforce at it and make it probably an even better game. Because the visuals that they showed, obviously, if you guys weren't watching in 4K, the visuals of the game looked fantastic compared to the PC version that I'd played a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, I'm starting to yawn now, guys. Excuse me. Oh God, don't start flagging now, Joe. I might have to go and get a coffee. If I get a whiskey, I should probably fall asleep. Has any of you guys in the room actually played a bit of Battlegrounds properly on the PC? Yeah, it's a great game, but it is very glitchy and very buggy. But they do fix it as quick as they can. Yeah, I'm hearing rumours of that, Carl, and I don't know what I'm like on that one, mate. I've got to say, I will say Spyro or Spiro the Dragon, however you want to fucking call it, Spyro, Spiro, tomato. Um, it is rumoured because of the kind of Crash Bandicoot feel as well. I hope they don't go heavy on Crash Bandicoot either. I really do hope they don't go heavy on that. We know it's coming out. It's coming out soon. Not that fucking excited. Girlfriend said I need anything to let her know. Said be willing to try some sexual healing, no dice. Get that fancy coffee on the go. I did get that coffee machine replaced, by the way, my pod machine. And that other one was clearly fucking broken, probably from day one. Because every coffee I've had out of it's been red hot since. But I might crack one up actually, but it's noisy when you crack the pod up. I thought I was making it up. What's Carl said? No, mate, it's rumoured. If you've really pulled Spiro the Dragon out of your arse from nowhere, it's actually rumoured to be true. Because I think somebody, I think the reason the rumours were true is because somebody's posted a photo online of a small poster that they found, and Spiro's face was on it. Oh, Legacy of Kain, fuck! I hammered that today. I love that game. That was fantastic. That game was. Played it on PC and all, I think. If I remember rightly. Loved it. Great game. Played it and finished it. Definitely. Oh. Should try a bit of racing. Should we actually race a bit of this to try and stay awake? This is not the game to be playing when you're fucking tired, is it? Where are we? Yeah, I did. I have been staying away from spoilers. If you have pulled that out your backside, Carl, that is really good because it's rumoured to be there, mate. Definitely. Which I'm a little bit undecided. I was a big fan of Spiro the Dragon. Played him to death. Sex and healing always works well. Sex is a great cure for headache, by the way. Because I used to have that fun line to my ex at the time. Oh, I've got a headache, love. Two things I used to say, right? Oh, I've got a headache. One was either lie still, I ain't using your head. That's an old one, but a good one. And the other one was I've got a headache. Cure headache. Sex cures headaches. It's a well-known fact. By the way, I figured out what these emblems mean in this thing. Well, that's the other rumour, Mr. Freeze, but I won't back it up and spoil your enjoyment in an hour. But the Vegas things should be on the cards. Yeah, the things on these emblems, guys, I wondered what they were. The one with the car emblem on is pretty self-explanatory that I didn't figure out until after. It means you've got a car that's can run in that race. And obviously top right hand corner I've got a silver medal in that one, got a gold medal in that one, and I've done fuck all in the others. That Welsh rally was hard the other day. Well, let's try that for a minute. Have you seen my card? Doesn't it look awesome? Oh, we're on the road. This is the one that I played on. I've changed my car to a. Hi Benji, I told you to get on here now. I've told you. Got that old PS4 Pro on Gumtree yet and pre-ordered it for 2 Worlds Great Game. Oh, greatest gaming console. You've missed all my chat, mate, in here. We've been chatting about Xbox. Where have you been? Didn't you get the notification? Yeah, mate, we've been chatting about Xbox all night. It's been right good fun. We're trying to stay awake for the Bethesda one. Now I'm going to try and race some dirt. So, which is probably a bad idea at 3 AM in the morning. Oh yeah, you're getting married soon, aren't you? Forgot about that. Look at my fantastic looking car.
Weather could get worse at any time out on this stage.
Change my car.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left 3, 60.
Oh, bollocks.
Right 4.
That's not a good start, guys.
And left 2 through dip. Into left 1, 80. Right 4, crest, 60. Right 4. And open hairpin left. And right 1 long. Into left 6. Left 4 through dip. And keep right over crest. Left 3, 60. Right 5. Into left 3. And bump right 4. And left 6. Right 2. Into open hairpin left long. 60. Right 6, 80. Left 6 over crest. And right 4. Left 3 over crest. Into right 4 through dip. Into left 3 long opens. Into right 6. Left 4 through dip. And keep right over crest. Left 3, 80. Right 4. And open hairpin left. And right 1 long. Into left 6. Left 6 over crest. And right 4. Right 5. Into left 3. And bump right 4. And left 6. Left 6, 40. Right 3 through dip. Left 6 over crest. Right 1 through dip. And left 4, 60. To finish. Okay, get her into the marshal.
We're looking at scoreboard then.
Alright, not bad. Let's push it next stage.
Not bad. Not bad to say I got a 10-second fucking penalty. About not bad. Cheeky bastard. We don't mention McDonald's at 3 fucking AM. God, I could have made it. I'm getting hungry. This is only 2 hours I stay up late. Stay up late and I'm fucking starving. I did. I got a 10-second penalty at the beginning, didn't I? Yeah, no, I got a 10-second because I fucking jumped the gun. Actually, I'm quite not. This is a good game though, guys. You should be playing this if you haven't got it. It does. You're not the first to say that. You are not the first to say that, Pumpy. It's a lot of people have said it, and he really does like sound like Rob Brydon, but it ain't. Be interested to see your thoughts on the podcast. Wasn't that impressed? If you go back and listen to the start of this stream, Bench, I talked for about 40 minutes about it, so you can actually get my thoughts now. I warned people that I was going to, if they don't want me to talk, I wouldn't, but I just thought, fuck it. There was only 12 people in the room, and I'll still be doing the same thing on Wednesday, so.
The atmosphere is good. Things running smoothly. Hopefully, we'll make the most of it in this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And left 1 through dip, right 6 over crest. Left 3 through dip, 40. Crest, right 6, right 1 crest. Left 2, and left 1.
Shit.
And right 3, and line right 5, 80. Right 5. Left 5, right 5, right 1, and left 3 long, opens, tightens,
The trouble with these road
and right
courses,
3,
they don't give you much leeway on the edges. You've got to bang on.
right 1, and left 3 long, opens, tightens,
Come on, let's get my finger out here.
and right 3, left 4 through dip, and keep right over crest, left 3, 60, right 6, left 6, and hairpin right, and left 3, 80, right 4 long, and open hairpin left, into left 4 the crest, and hairpin right, and left 3 over crest, into right 6, left 4 over crest, 80, right 1, into right 2, and left 4,
Jesus Christ.
right 4,
Tell you what, the
left
braking
one
on this
dip.
road is either full on or
right
just
6 over
shit.
crest, left 3 through dip, 40, crest, right 6, left 6, 60, right 6, into open hairpin right, into left 2, 150, left 4, and right 6 over crest, 130, left 4, and right 6 over crest, right 1, and left 3 long, opens, tightens, and right 3, 60, right 6, into left 1 long, open hairpin right, and left 4, 60, left 6, into right 4 long, tightens, into caution, left 4, immediate right 3 over crest, deceptive, right 1 crest, left 2, and left 1, and right 3, and line, right 5, 60, left 6, 60, right 6, into open hairpin right, into left 2, 80, right 1 crest, left 2, and left 1, and right 3, and line right 5, 60, right 4, and left 1 through dip, over finished to stop. Okay, get her to the marshal. Perfect, great result, well done.
You're fucking too right. See, I'm first now, look. None of this bullshit 10-second start bollocks. See, true fucking gamers coming through now. As soon as I lay in the game, we're banging. Oh, this looks a bit tasty though. Fucking hell. Why is there a building emblem in the middle? What does that mean? Why is there a fucking church thing in the middle? That was a scary thing, Mr. Freeze, with that girl in that fucking car, I'll tell you. Fucking really made me feel quite ill. Thought I was going to be a dead fucker. No way to a lie, I did. Shit myself. I think if she wouldn't have gone in the field and collided with that car, fucking hell. As soon as I play the game...
Alright, a good position, and we'll get some cash flow for parts.
Time for bed, 3 hours. Enjoy your 3 hours, Carl.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Left 5, right 5, left 3, and right 3 long, opens, tightens, and left 1, right 2, into open hairpin left long, 60, right 6, 80, left 6, 40, right 3 through dip, left 6 over crest, right 1 through dip, and left 4, left 6 over crest, and right 4, 60, left 4 through dip, and keep right over crest, left 3, 60, left 3 over crest, into right 4 through dip, into left 3 long, opens, into right 6, right 6, left 6, and hairpin right, and left 3, right 5, into left 3, and bump right 4, and left 6.
Oh shit, shit.
Left 640, right 3
I'd
through
lost
dip.
it.
Left 6 over crest,
Trying to cut
right
that
1
corner.
through dip, and left 4.
And he told me not to.
Left 6 over crest, and right 4, 60. Left 5 line, and left 3, and right 1, and right 2,
Don't tip, you fucker.
and
That's
right
cost
2,
me. That's fucked it.
into left 1,
Bastard.
right 4, and left 2 through dip, into left 1, 80, right 4 over crest,
Got ages to go
right
yet.
2,
Still
into
rescue
open
this.
hairpin left long, 60, right 6, 100, left 4 through dip, and keep right over crest, left 3, 60, right 6 over bump, 80, left 5 over bump, 60, right 6, 80, right 4 long, and
Oh,
open
no.
hairpin left,
No. Knew I'd gone then.
and open hairpin
He
left,
said right 4,
into left 4
and I
over
thought he
crest,
said right 6, so I hit it hard.
And
As soon as
right.
I'd got on the bend and I realised
and
it was a
left
4,
3 over
I knew
crest,
I'd gone. There was no way I was
into
rescuing that
right
back.
6, 130,
I aired
left
it
4,
wrong completely.
and right 6 over crest, 60, right 6, into left 1 long, open hairpin right, and left 4, 80, right 3, left 6, and right 4 through dip, 60, left 3 over crest, into right 4 through dip, into left 3 long, opens, into right 6, left 5, and right 3, into left 5, and right 1 through dip, and left 3, right 2, into left 2, into
That
turn,
big
square
fucking
left,
tam.
and left 6, and left 4, 100, into right 3 over crest, and hairpin left, and right 4 over crest, into open hairpin right, and left 4 long, 80, right 6, left 6, and hairpin right, and left 3, 60, left 5 line, and left 3, and right 1, and right 2, into left 1, right 4, don't count, to finish. Slow to the marshal, please.
Not bad that way inside of fucking right. 2 main crashes on that.
Not bad, but but we are
You think
pushing up the
driving in VR is
standards
easy?
either.
I've not played a lot. The thing with driving in VR, Eric, is you can't play too long. I mean, it's same with anything in same with any driving game in VR. You can't play in too long a project, so you don't. I mean, I could sit and play this for about an hour, 2 hours, no problem. Yeah, I did okay then to get fourth. I've got a chance here if I get my finger out. If I don't make any mistakes in this, I might still win this. But I can't afford any mistakes. It's not as windy, this one, either. And I actually plan that out in my head when I'm looking at it. That's how I do this. I actually run it quickly in my head while I'm waiting for it to load. So finish with two at the top end. So straight, 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 straight. Hard left. There's at least one hard left, one hard right, another hard right, one more hard right, another hard right, and then there's a windy bit, hard left, hard right. Yeah, should be good. Still need to concentrate near the end.
The car is not a pretty sight, but it's running absolutely fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Left 3, 60. Left 3. And right 3 long, opens, tightens. And left 1, 80. Left 5. Right 5. Left 5. Left 6, 40. Right 3 through dip. Left 6 over crest. Right 1 through dip. And left 4. Left 6 over crest. And right 4, 60. Right 6 over bump, 80. Left 5 over bump, 60. Right 6. Left 6 over crest. And right 4, 60. Into right 3 over crest. And hairpin left. And hairpin left.
It's a 10
And
second.
right 4 over crest.
Stupid drive.
Into open hairpin right. And left 4 long, 80. Right 4. And left 1 through dip. Right 6 over crest. Left 3 through dip, 40. Crest, right 6. Left 5 line. And left 3. And right 1. And right 2. Into left 1, 60. Right 4. And open hairpin left. And right 1 long. Into left 6, 60, right 6, into left 1 long. Open hairpin right. And left 4, 60. Right 2, don't cut. Into open hairpin left, long, 60. Right 6, 100. Left 4 through dip. And keep right over crest. Left 3, 60. Left 6. Into right 4 long, tightens. Into caution, left 4. Immediate right 3 over crest, deceptive. Right 4. And left 5 long, tightens 3. Into right 4. Left 3. And right 3 long, opens, tightens. And left 1, don't cut, 150. Left 4. And right 6 over crest. Left 3 over crest, into right 4 through dip. Into left 3 long, opens. Into right 6, 60. To finish. Slow to the marshal, please. That went really well. Great stage, good work.
Has it been enough to pull it back and win the whole thing? Third bastard. 2 wins in that and all. Fuck. If I wouldn't have had that epic crash, I'd have won that all. Fucking hell. I would. I knew I should have slowed down. I was going hell for fuck near then. Third, not bad. In my gaily pink car. Inexperienced, cheeky bastard. Ooh, new Super Impreza. Fuck yes, my favourite car. You can throw that round a bit more. This one's a bit tighter, a bit more powerful. When I changed to this is when I started winning, when I changed to this. We are an hour away from Bethesda, aren't we? It doesn't kick off at 4, does it? Should we go back and have a bit of fun in these again? These were crazy, weren't they, the other day? Good fun though, this. Just gonna have a laugh in this fucker. No water left. I thought it was 5 AM. Just go and check for me, Benji, if you can. Don't want to sit here playing this fucker and miss it. I'm pretty sure it's in an hour. Well, you're in America. You're the one to ask, mate. Go and find out quick. Or somebody in the room go and find out, definitely. A pizza in at this time? Please tell me you're not in the UK. Another American says 12, so we are an hour away. You didn't answer my question from earlier, Eric, either. Are you a desk jockey or are you one that's actually on the in the car? So why ain't it letting me race this then? So it's not letting me race that, or is it? No, it's just saying more options. Oh no, I know why. No, that's why, you dozy twat. Right, bear with. Fucking hell though, but 3 o'clock for eating a pizza, even I'm not. Then again, I actually just thought about getting up and getting a Calippo. So it makes no. I was thinking of going and getting an ice cream, so I'm just as bad. I'm worse at this time for just like making coffee and then getting bags of crisps. Fucking terrible for crisps. That's my downfall. Or chocolate bars. Grab a coffee and then look in the cupboard for a chocolate bar. This is the crazy part of the fucking deal, this is. I actually think that this part of the game, as fun as it is, I think this is a lot more down to a bit of luck than skill. Because you can't see where the fuck you're going at the start. Believe me. Parts fitted to your car may not be suitable for this event length. You can upgrade them via the upgrade vehicle screen. Do you want to go there now? Yes, I fucking do. Have I got the dosh to do it? So... have you had fishing? I would... that to me is blasphemous. I'm not a great fish man other than fucking cod. Fish and fucking chips. This is a bit of the game I'm not getting, by the way. Every time I've gone to upgrade my shit, it's saying in the bottom corner, grade C and R&D department required. And I don't think I can upgrade anything. You're a desk jockey because I'm old, been doing this for 28 years. I'm the sergeant and I got the kids kicking indoors. Wow, 28 years, mate. Congrats to that. Fuck. So you're the guy I always see on the TV then sat behind his desk eating donuts. Are you that guy? I want to see a picture of you at your desk eating donuts. Why the fuck can't I buy one of these? It won't let me. No, I think I need to go and buy some fucking R&D department bollocks. But I don't think I can from here. Right, okay. I can't race in this race, it won't let me. No, it won't let me. No donuts. I bet you are. I can see you pictured now sat there. I tell you what, you know, I've got a picture of my face now and it's probably completely misinterpreted and wrong. You strike me as the guy from... you might laugh at this, you might not, so apologies for offending you. But I've got you pictured as the guy from Die Hard. You know, the first movie. When the copper drives up to the building and he picks the donuts up from the shop. That's who I've got you in my mind. That's how I picture you. Right, so we need to go to my team. Staff, this is what we need in. Facilities, buy and upgrade facilities, this could be it. Oh fucking, I've never even been in this. So all this bollocks. Accommodation, catering blocks, garage expansion, R&D. This is where we need to fucking be. R&D grade C. Can I buy it? Yes, I fucking can. It's taking 120 grand though. Fuck it, we're having it. Scratch that. The IGN pre-show starts in 30 minutes and Bethesda conference starts in an hour. Yep. Thought we were right. Right, I've got the R&D department. So if we fuck off in there, go in there, career. Now we can probably go here. Here we fucking go. I'm sat here, by the way, I think my window's open because that curtain's just moved and scared the shit out of me. Like, really scared the shit out of me. Alexa, bedroom 50%. I think it's going light here as well, which is fucking crazy. It's not the first time I've actually, well, gone through to light. So we should be able to buy... I've just thought, I bet you now I've not got the money to upgrade that fucking engine now. You watch. Oh, I can. Oh, I fucking can. Come to your fucking dad. New gearbox. None of this means fuck all to me, by the way. Could be selling me chocolate fucking buttons for all I know. Why have I said no on that? Isn't there a button just to upgrade it all? So I may as well just... Am I going to be able to afford everything? 3 more. Brakes, dampeners or springs. I think springs and brakes might be important. Oh, it's going to let me do all this, I think, boys. Oh yeah, we're doing it all. Here we fucking go. Better car. Let's kick some ass. Boom. Let's fucking go. Let's do this.
Okay, get a good start and let's get your result today.
Well, the heat is shit.
Ready.
Team that I've built. twat behind me just clad.
Car outside. Gained a second on the car ahead. Stay steady on. Closure's fast. Outside.
I'll probably caught them then if that advanced me. This is great fun though.
Inside. Last lap. Keep pushing. Car inside.
Come on. Come on. You knobhead. You fucking knobhead.
That's
What a
it.
knobby last corner.
No qualification today, but you can still compete for FIFA.
Fucking hell. Way wide on that last corner. Fuck. Just a cheat and restart. Should we do a restart? No, fuck it. That last corner. Fuck. What a knob. Could have got them then on that last bend. If I'd have took that last bend the previous lap, I reckon I'd have got very close. I had a great line on that other one. There's nothing wrong with my big car, Cranky Gamers.
Right, there's a slight delay, but we could go any second, so keep
Stands
your
out
head
from
down.
my crowd. Stands out from the crowd.
Reds are on. Go, go, go!
Bastard.
Car outside. Inside. Car inside. You've lost the position. Inside. Good lap. Let's keep pushing.
That's the key, that lap there. That last corner is the key. This corner is the key.
Car inside. This is your last lap.
Fuck me. know you
A
are.
second, good job.
Kidding me?
Nice one, happy with that.
Fucking right, the last second, the bastard. That is ridiculous. You fuck. Why the fuck have I finished 10th? Why have I finished 10th? That's a bit shit. Bit windy this one. Start there, big long left, straight down bottom, big long left, straight right, left, go. No butter. Oh, we got rain.
Best ever today, pal. Let's see what you can do. Ready. Go, go, go! Outside.
You guys are getting
Inside. Keep calm. Car outside.
There's a map or track.
Car inside. Outside. You lost the place out. Car outside. Stay steady on. Compose yourself. Inside. Last lap. Keep pushing.
Say this racing section really are the lines.
Outside.
Very rarely skill-wise, because you're all about the same power. So it's like
Car inside.
really hard. Whereas just touch me there, if behind me there, push me into that wall. There, that bump right there. Push me right into that
And
wall.
that's it.
Fucking turn, bastard.
You're not going through with the top four.
So you basically know you're not going through. If you don't finish in the top four, you can't, no matter what points you get. So you're basically racing for fuck all.
Okay, focus on the start lights. Let's get off to a good one.
Right, I think I might race this one, guys, then close the room down and then go and get a coffee ready for the Bethesda.
Let's get ready.
Tomorrow night, normal time, I think.
Go, go, go. Far outside.
Still brilliant though, it's just cool. Right, I'm going to switch off, guys. I'm in mad stream. Thanks for all the help if any of you still in the room about the headphones. Looks like we kind of figured it out, didn't we? We think it's the Nacon. I think if Shop 2 take my return without any box, I think I might just get a return and try the other controller, see if that's any better. So we'll see how it goes. I'll probably talk about it on the show and have a piss in a moan when they don't let me return it. Although I know where the box is, because the person I sold my iPad to, I put the iPad in that box. I wonder if he's still got it and can send it me back. Oh well. Right, I'm going to call it a night, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to go quickly because I need the loo. So I hope you enjoy the Bethesda show. Anybody who's staying up to watch it will no doubt talk more E3 tomorrow. Might stream tomorrow night, normally about 7:30ish for an hour or two before we close down, so I can have a break for watching the Sony stream. So until then, thank you for tuning in, guys. and I will speak to you sometime tomorrow night or in a couple of days if I have a break because of that.